These are my opinions. They are subjective and do not have to be yours. You're entitled to your opinion as I to mine. I am Aquarian. This is Appraisal. If Marvel make another Hulk movie, I'm making a bet that almost every review of it will start with how gamma radiation doesn't actually do that if you fire it at somebody. You disagree? Well, apparently superhero origin stories now have to stand up to scientific rigor and never be based on old half-baked theories based on the reaction to Lucy, which uses the old we only use 10% of our brains saw as the what-if sci-fi diving board to go on an ambitious quintuple somersault of being a treatise on human progress, positive and negative, wrapped up in an action movie, wrapped up in a superhero movie, wrapped up in a high-budget design aesthetic, wrapped up in a bow. The story, before it falls off the rails, is reasonably simple. Lucy, Scarlett Johansson, is forced into being a drug mule for a mysterious Asian gangster, Min-Sik Koi. In the process of resisting abuse, the bag splits inside her, releasing quantities of a variation of a developmental drug which allows her to gradually access all of her brain and gain superpowers. The second act is where it falls off the rails a bit. Lucy's appreciation of the value of human life appears to work very much like Skyrim. Any number of unnamed assistants are shot without mercy, but anyone whose name appears in the opening credits rather than the closing ones is impossible to kill until it's dramatic enough. The character veers between knowing everything that's going on and being able to preempt everything to arriving dramatically late. It's a 90-minute film and it feels like somewhere there's about 30 minutes of connecting tissue between scenes that's gone missing. A romantic nanoplot appears for about 5 seconds and then vanishes for the rest of the movie. And the whole final sequence revolves around an out-of-character hesitation to the point of patient waiting of a major villain. It's around 70% a really cool investigation of what it wants to be, but it fast-forwards to the good bits and forgets the structure of its universe. But good grief, is it pretty. I mean, this is a Scarlett Johansson movie, so a certain amount of pretty is built in. For a character as inconsistently written and plotted as Lucy, she does a remarkable job of the transition from normal party girl, foreign student through super genius to post-human. The claustrophobia of the opening scene, when nobody will speak to her in any language she understands, where she's kidnapped, are well presented, and a contrast to the later scenes where nobody understands her. But the whole film, the use of effects, the non-literal editing, it's all very well done, but it's not a good film. The plot presents a, and I don't like this phrase, problematic narrative about a young white woman being violated by darker-skinned people, and her eventual allies who spend a lot of the movie killing all of the Asian people. In fact, the only white bad guy in the entire piece appears to get off scot-free, Julian Rhind-Tutt, an unnamed British representative of the drug cartel who whirls in, entirely steals the movie for the few minutes he appears, and then whirls out again, never to be seen. Which is a second point. The creator, the creation, the cartel behind this new drug all still exist at the end of the movie. Everything about all the knowledge will be lost with you is all bollocks because they still have the drug. There was nothing special about Lucy, and that was kind of the point. And humanity is about to be given the option of ascending into godlike form, which, quite frankly, would have made for a far better movie.